Hey, I'm Allison from Totally Exceptional Learners, and today I wanted to share with you how I use my Google Drive to create my data collection for my small group interventions. So I'm in my Google Drive, and for this intervention, I'm going to start with my Google Sheets. Now, this setup can be used for an individual student, a small group of students, your entire class. It could be RTI, MTSS. It doesn't even have to be reading. It could be writing, it could be math. It could be behaviors. So it can be any data that you want to collect. You can use your sheets and forms for. So in this intervention, I have 7 students. All of these 7 students are third graders who have IEP goals around learning their sight words. So you can see I have their baseline. Their baseline is from May. I find that, especially at the beginning of the year, the May data is probably the most accurate for these students. They may have regressed some like every other student, but I feel the vast majority of the time that those numbers are pretty accurate. And if they know a few less or a few more, is really taking a couple of days or a week to sit with each student for 20, 30 minutes to have them read the sight words really worth the instructional time. It's a give and take. At the beginning of the year, I choose to use my May data. Later in the year, probably I won't use my May data, but I'll definitely look for the most current baseline data that I have that gives me a true picture of what the student knows. So in here with their baseline, I have their IEP goals. I also have the length of this intervention. Now, they have a long way to go because they need to know at least 250, if not more, to make more than a year's growth by the end of the year. More than a year's growth, you say? Well, that's part of my secret sauce is my students typically make 1.5 to 2 years, if not more growth. Part of that is by using my Google Forms and Google Sheets to help me guide that instruction. It breaks down the data for me, so I don't have to worry about where my pencil and paper are, where the student's data binder is, where sticky notes are. I don't have to keep track of any of it because it's right there. Regardless of what device I have, I can always put that data in. So because I want the kids to have at least 250 words by the time the end of the year is over, you can see from their IEP goals that this is a huge endeavor for all of them, which is what I want. I want it to be tough. It needs to be tough. These are kids in which that need to know this stuff before they go to 4th grade. So I have their gap now, their baseline gap in here, and this will help me determine whether or not the intervention is remotely effective. So other notes that I've put on here include what the beginnings of that SMART goal are going to be. So we have 6 weeks. And the group average is 44 words. In that 6 weeks, I want to see a 22-word increase, moving the group average to 66 words. Not a whole lot, but for the group, that's a huge goal. When I look at the individual student, because you see I have individual students with IEP goals, but I'm not going to collect all of the data individually. I'm looking at this from a group, a balcony perspective. So each of the students, I want to see a minimum of 4 words within that 6 weeks. And part of that target is going to be looking at putting a password on my door. So we're talking 6 weeks, 4 days a week, 24 words, give or take, is what the students are going to be working on. So from there, I've created a second sheet. And on this sheet, I have all of the words those kids missed, be it from the first 25, the first 50, 75, 100, 105. All of those words are here on this sheet. Once I have all 7 students missed sight words down, I'm going to put them in alphabetical order and get rid of all of my multiples. So I'm only dealing with singular words. So in this case, I took my list from 300 and something, which is like impossible to design an intervention with, to 114. That is way more manageable than anything I could possibly create. So from that list, I cut and paste, and now I have a list that I actually can sit and create the beginnings of what those 24 words are going to be we're going to target. Now, these students are beginning readers, A, B, C, D, E's. There might be an F in there, but you're pretty much talking kindergarten, beginning, first grade readers. So it's important that I look for words that the kiddos are going to see in those texts, because I want to increase the number of times they're going to come across words. So I'm going to highlight them. Now I don't need about highlighted. The other thing about Google is that you can change your mind, and it is not hard to fix it. But I want all. Am, and, those are important words they're going to come across. I'm going to highlight those. As, at. So I'm effectively creating a short list out of that 114 words to something way more manageable. Something in which that I can sit and go back and look at and decide what of those 24 words do I really want to use for this intervention. Now, just because there's 100 words they don't know, yeah, they've got to get to 250. But here's the thing, you've got to start somewhere. This is the beginning of the year. You want it easy and manageable. So you're starting with what it is they don't, the basics, what the ones they don't know, the ones in which that they're going to come across while they're reading. So from here, I have the beginnings of my list, and I'm going to take my highlighted words and I am going to go to Google Forms. Google Forms is fabulous. Make sure you have a heading to where you actually can find your data collection sheet, because there's nothing like looking for your data form while you're trying to run a group. You get the kids out, get the next group in, and heaven forbid an administrator comes in at the same time. Trust me, I've been there. So I titled this Sight Word Password Data because that is the data I am collecting. I'm collecting the data specifically on those passwords. I also put on here the SMART goal, just so I can remember what it is I'm actually wanting to accomplish in these 6 weeks. So as a group, we will increase our FRI sight word knowledge from an average of 44 to 66 words in 6 minutes. This goal obviously needs dates, but I'm creating this intervention before we've started and I don't have schedules. I'll add the dates once I have that information. I also reminded myself that the data will be collected on the 24 words. So from this information then, I can create the rest of my form. Now with Google Forms, you have a variety of options as to what you can use. From a short answer all the way down to date and time. This is really handy if you're tracking data for behaviors, you're looking at increases and decreases, you're looking for students to provide their own answers. So there's lots of options and great flexibility within using Google Forms. So once you put in your question, or in this case, who, I am tracking the data for Sam, is the first of my 7 students. And within that, you can see my answer choices are those sight words, those 24 sight words in which that I pulled out that I'm going to collect data on. I'm going to add a few more here. And you just keep right on going. You keep building. You can make these questions. You can share your forms with classroom teachers, other service providers, with everybody that the student is in contact with, and you can see how their sight word knowledge, how their behaviors, how their reading fluency, how they're giving themselves feedback are across a multitude of environments adding to that data collection piece. So you're not just looking at one piece of data during this intervention. So I would go and fill in all Sam's 24 words. So when I finish with Sam, I'm going to turn around, go up here to my plus sign, and I'm going to add my next student. And I'm going to put Aria's in the same order as Sam's. This, by making sure they're all in the same order, means I'm not looking for the sight word when the student reads the sight word to me. It's all right here. And all I have to do is find the kiddo, find the word, check the word, and submit it. Super easy. So from here, I'll do this for all of my 7 students. If I have more than 7 students in that data group, then I'd put all of those kiddos in there. So my options from there, I can send the Google form to myself, which I always do, so I can find it from my email versus looking in my drive for my data. But I can also send it, I can link it, I can embed it, I can send it to my entire special education team, I can send it to the classroom teacher, our RTI coordinator, whoever else is going to be collecting data. I can send this form to them, so it's just not me solely collecting this data. So in this case, we're going to look at the preview for this. So you see here, I have my title, my SMART goal, my target of 25 words. I have Sam and Aria here. So for today, both Sam and Aria got all correct. Scroll down, submit it. It comes back to you want to submit another response. I don't want to do that right now, but I can now go back to the Google form. And this is the best feature for Google Forms, because if you put this in Excel, you'd have to do this by hand. This is just a sweet time saver. Your responses automatically generate. So I know that I have 2 responses for Sam, and he got all right both times, and 1 response from Aria for all. So that gives me the summary, the whole group summary, but I can also look at the individual summary. So on one day, Sam got it, Aria did not. I can turn around and move it forward and go, Sam didn't get anything right. Neither did Aria. Okay. Let's look at the 3rd day. Both of them got the words right. So I can print it, I can trash it, I can export it, I can do all sorts of things with it now that I have my data right here. This, in addition to keeping track in my lesson plans, which words I'm targeting, make it super simple for me to make sure that kiddos are moving in the right direction. I'm mastering those 24 sight words. It also will let me know before the end of the 6 weeks whether or not I need to tweak my intervention or trash it or stay the course, because that's what data does. And because those kiddos need to know all 250 sight words to be on closer to target, it's going to be really important for me to look at my data on a weekly basis to make those determinations. That's how you move kids. That's how you make huge gains, is by always coming back and looking at your data to make those decisions as to what you need to do and what those next steps need to be. I also wanted to make sure that you had a checklist to help you recreate your own intervention data using Google Sheets and Google Forms. If you have any questions or need help, get stuck, feel free to reach out to me at hi@totallyexceptionallearners.com. Stay tuned for next steps. Chat soon.